husband's up and helping, he walked by and goes, "Oh, I like that. Get that." I'm like, "No, no." He goes, "I'll pay for it." I'm like, "Okay, okay,
I
then
could
I'll
get me
do
one of those
it."
husbands.
Yes. Oh my God, he's terrible. And well, I am lucky because you know, he likes cigars. My family. I will say this much before we do go. Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah,
We are
we're
live.
live.
I almost. Woo, that was close. Hello,
Sorry about
everybody.
that.
Hello. We're just going
Surprise!
on and on behind the scenes.
A nickname.
Hi, Nickers.
Oh, well, hello, hello, hello. Um,
Jules.
we'll wait a few minutes. We've got one looking at us right now, and that's probably a nickname.
Yeah. Oh, hi, everybody. Um,
Oh
oh
dear.
my God.
Well, I sort of stumbled into Everybody's Gone Live tonight because of Nags, the little petty asshole. But
Oh my God. What's he doing
oh my
now?
god, oh my god. Well, he decided this morning on a Twitch stream to start phoning Gaining Ground
Oh, Lord.
and Hussy. I don't know if you're familiar with Hussy.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know who that is.
guy in a pink wig and glasses. Yeah. So everybody was up in arms. Fedora did a react on it, and I was modding because I was late to the party. Of course, I always am.
That's
And
so
then
funny.
Irate Alex, did one, and I think that's what Peanuts and Gaining Ground are doing now, or they're doing another
Right.
react to something else probably.
Oh, well,
But
and you'll be
it's
able to
just
catch
been
that,
crazy.
hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been crazy. Anyway, and I'm sitting here listening to dumbass talk and getting all the crap wrong again. And
More like still.
well, yeah, still. Jeez. And I just, she just, I don't know. Maybe if she says it the longest and the loudest, it'll become true. I'm not sure where her mindset is. Uh, what is what is
Well, I
Yolanda?
mean,
That
I
crazy
know.
bitch called the cops live. No, no. Who did she call the cops on?
Well, now
Couldn't be
she's
me.
sniping somebody right now,
Oh, it's probably
I
me.
think. No, it could be. I don't know. But last I heard, I think she was still going on and on about the other community, and it's just like, girl,
Oh,
stop. They want nothing to do with you. They had their service. You're done, girlfriend. Stop. Just let it
exactly.
go.
Oh my god.
But she
Yeah.
won't. She won't. I mean, good God. And half the stuff she said, and again, all this is over because she lied over a picture. Girlfriend, back that bus up. Go back over the speed bumps because you're at fault, not us. You. You, you,
Hmm.
you, you, you. And this is the level you've taken it to. I mean, you want to attack people just and continue and just attack, 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 attack. It's old. Move on. Everybody's laughing because it's so
At this
ridiculous.
point, yeah, yeah. So,
We
with her mental disabilities and it's I don't know what's going on inside her head where she thinks this is any way, shape, or form good content for her.
well,
Is it?
exactly.
It
It,
just boggles the mind. Boggles the
well,
mind.
it does, Kathy, because I don't understand it either. We've only known her. I've only had personal dealings and known of her for about what, a little over a year, maybe a
Yeah.
year and 4 months now. Now, she did come in from the other community. That is correct. When, we've talked about it. The two creators did the video, and it was supposed to be funny. I think it was all meant to be a joke to begin with, but
Hmm.
then some people took it more seriously than others, and then feelings got hurt and that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was a train wreck, and they know it was a train wreck, and it was all fun. And then the story has changed so many times that she was brought to this community to pit bull people. And that's not true. That's nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort true.
No.
So again, she wants to lay that narrative, and the narratives have changed so many times with like all her stories. I mean, if you listen for 5 minutes, you get it, And then the other one, it's hilarious. They're feeding off each other, and they're feeding each other what they know that they've thought up in their head to be true. So together they put it together as a statement, and well, somehow it's got to be true now.
And this weird flex she was going on about somebody else's kids and toys and pictures.
Well, yeah, because didn't this person
a whole hour obsessing around pictures and toys that weren't around this house? And he doesn't have custody. And why would he have toys laying around? These are by her own words, if he hasn't seen his kids in 4 years. And I'm sitting there scratching my head going, what are you?
Well, yeah, exactly, because she can't really produce any kind of kids either. So what's she talking about?
No.
And well, plus, I think this creator also just moved.
Yeah.
So the last kind of video I saw a lot of boxes and a lot of chaos because they're moving, you're unpacking, you're doing this, you're doing that. So yeah, I wouldn't have expected to see that kind of stuff anyways.
And the extra bedrooms. What?
What's it to her?
What? You don't know what's in his own personal space.
Exactly.
Maybe he's sharing a domicile with other people. So you kind of tend to keep the really personal stuff contained to your own space.
Right.
And not the common areas. So again, I'm wondering where this logic is coming from. And let me tell you one thing of what little I know about Kiwi Farms is she was flexing that too. She's got more shit on there about her than anybody else.
Oh, exactly.
So what's this noises she's making, those grunty noises she makes? Like she's gotcha. Like,
not really. Not really. Not really. And when I get time to, and if I get, to where I'm just kind of kicking back and chilling, I go back on Kiwi Farms and read back. Oh man, it's great. It's a great read. I'm sitting here going, oh wow, the lessons I'm learning, and it is. And we addressed that with, the folks over there. They're very nice people. Hey, we did try to warn everybody, but again, we come off looking like, we're the scary bad people and whatever. And, even though everybody's going to ignore her, it doesn't matter if you say the name or not say the name, she's still going to try and torment. She does not realize that this is her own mess. She can sit in it herself while everybody else just stands there and goes, for real, honey, stop. You're embarrassing yourself at this point, and anybody that wants to go along with her for the ride, go for it. I mean, I looked at her social blade not too long ago, and golly, views were, because she's been deleting videos or they've been getting reported. Probably the latter. She's probably been deleting a lot of her content because it's inappropriate and she knows it and she doesn't want to get caught with it.
Right. And which is precisely why, she was, going, ha, 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 I'm just one step away from being monetized. No, you're not.
Not even close.
Not even close.
No, not even close. Which that's, some sort of solstice, because, the people that do, if they want to watch the train wreck do, I mean, I've watched less the last couple days because I just haven't had a chance to. Other stuff's been going on. I haven't really had a chance to. But, we have wonderful people that come in and go, oh, Lord, here's the recap. So, we tend to get some recaps from time to time, which that's all fine and good. Because I'm sorry, this is a shit show. And
It
we
is.
got front row seats.
Yep. Yes. And just I'm going to pause briefly and just say hi to everybody.
Oh,
Vivi,
absolutely.
hi, Alonda, nickname, Deborah. Who else did I miss? Thank
Hi,
you for coming
V.
in. I know I saw Jules at the beginning.
Yes,
Hi, Jules.
Jules.
Yolanda. Did I say Yolanda? Anyway, yep.
Yolanda, yes.
I think I
Welcome,
caught
everybody. We're
everybody.
caught us. We're still, Oh, V, you're not going to believe this, V. You may not have been here for this, but my husband is an antiquer. And it was a couple weeks ago, and I don't even remember the time. It was a Saturday. He went antiquing, and we were talking, and the girls were here. And my husband sent me a text message and said, "You never want to guess what I just bought you." He bought me an exit sign. So I find that was the only thing. Because it's the only thing you have wanted in life that because she goes around all the time saying we're jealous. I'm like, girl, honey, I ain't jealous of nothing. Trust me. But I was jealous. I didn't have an exit sign. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I've got an exit sign of my very own. So V, I'll put it as my profile picture sometime so you guys can check it out. So yes. That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. So, what else was she going on about? I don't take notes sometimes because that just makes it worse for my
I know.
ADHD. It's going, ah. Um, what else was she doing? Oh, by the way,
What
I
hasn't
put
she tried? She's tried
Unspoken's link.
everything.
Hang on. I put Unspoken's link to her last live involving this mess. So if
Oh, very
anybody
good.
missed it, it's in the description below. So
Thank you.
I highly suggest you watch. Um, yeah, so she's going on about that, and I think she called us liars again.
Of course.
Uh,
Standard.
I think that yesterday she was denied. She was trying to blame the George Foreman grill thing on Shani for Christ. That wasn't Shani, honey. We got pictures.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I know. That
No.
yeah, I was like, nice try, but no, that was you. And well, just like she accidentally lowered her camera not too long ago, and there's screenshots of that already floating around too, folks. Come on now. Um, that
Hi,
and I'm
Dee.
looking, going. It was horrifying, kind of at first, because I didn't know exactly what I was looking at. So I'm sorry, but I was like, "Oh my God, what is that? Stop!" And so somebody please explain this picture, because all I see is a foot and blobs and stuff. But they're like, "Well, look, you can see the stomach area, and there's nothing there." And plus, somebody brought up a good point, which is kind of frightening. Girlfriend, please put clothes on. You never know what is going to happen when you're live streaming. Your camera could accidentally drop, like it did, and we could see way more than we wanted to. And again, what if there's emergency? Who streams naked in their bed? I mean, this is freaking me
Oh,
out. I'm
she's done
sorry.
that several times, and I can honestly say she does that on purpose.
Oh, well, I had nightmares, so that's okay. I mean,
Look out nicknames email.
exactly. It's like, oh my God.
Hey,
Oh.
love. Good to see you.
Hi,
Oh
how's it
God.
going? Hi, Annie, Janny. Hi, C's.
Hey,
But I mean,
Annie.
it's just, the stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, I've never seen stories get twisted so screwed up by two people in my life, and it's just like you walk away scratching your head. And at this point, it's just like, girl, go for it. Say
Yeah.
whatever you want to say at this point, because for one, ain't nobody scared of her. I mean, sorry.
No. As much as she would like to think, she's got no flex. She can barely get out of her bed. She's not coming back after anybody. Hey, Nova.
Well, and that she actually uses that as an excuse when she needs an excuse. You know, when people actually call her the danger that she really is, you know, she's like, oh please, I'm gonna go anywhere and do anything. Well, honey, weird shit's happening in this world. In case nobody's noticed lately, it's fucked up. So I don't care if I were that other creator that she so constantly threatens. My ass would be at the police station so fast.
Yep.
So fast. There
Yep.
wouldn't be there wouldn't be, well, if you do this again or if you do that again, honey, my ass would be right down there. You know, there's plenty of evidence, plenty of it. So
Well,
my ass would be right down there.
I'm thoroughly convinced that her name is on some kind of red flag list, you know, as a nuisance caller.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. You know, my father-in-law was a police officer for many, many years. And, you know, he would tell us stories and stuff, but there's lists like that do exist because, you know, you have, I'm just amazed we haven't seen her on a Fear Thy Neighbor or something yet, you know.
I used to watch the UK version on YouTube.
Oh, and you know, and that show, in case nobody's ever checked it out, it's very, you know, it's definitely a crime drama show, but
Yeah.
they recreate true stories of neighbors going all wrong. And, you know, I guess I've just been blessed my entire life, I guess, that we've always had wonderful neighbors. Always. Always. You know, we've got a friend in Discord that, you know, she has a fruit tree and they're coming over and just helping themselves to her fruit. Now, I've had that happen a couple of times. You know, I've got a couple big apple trees and, you know, whatever. But I wouldn't just be blatantly going up to someone's fruit tree and picking the fruit. And I guess this happens quite a bit. My sister lives in Florida and they have, you know, orange trees. And I'm so jealous. Whenever I go down, I'm like, oh. When we drive, I'm like, I bring back as much as I possibly can, you know. And so, but you know, they have sometimes problems with people coming into their yard and picking the fruit. So that just floors me though, when people think they're going to be that brazen to do that kind of shit. So these shows just freak me out. That's why I watch them. It's just like, I can't believe people act like this. But, you know, we have talked before too that, you know, we've seen some interesting stuff on these YouTube streets. I mean, everybody's going to pitch in with their memories and agree. But you know what, y'all, I've never really seen somebody to this caliber of Looney Toony.
Talk about,
and we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot.
But like Kate Winslet just said, did everybody catch her maniacal laughter last night?
Nightmarish. That's some nightmarish shit too. Sorry. I mean,
way to be
Kate,
scary
by the
and
way.
naked in bed. I guess it works.
And again, all of this because we are so mean. We're such cruel people, all because she had weight loss surgery. And it's like, no, you missed the memo again. That ship sailed again on you. That it was because everything was fine. Things went from just fine to totally flipped because you used a picture that wasn't yours. You got busted at it, are very, very salty about it, won't take your lumps over it and just go, yeah, I get it, I did it. Especially when people gave her outs. People gave her plenty of outs, and she still wouldn't do it. And this is where we are today. She's like, you know, we drug the other community in. No, we didn't drag the other community in. You drug the other. Crazy people did. Tagging them incessantly and trying to get them to, you know, look what these bullies are doing to me. No, no, no. They have eyes in their head and they saw. They're not stupid people. So, you know, she brought them all into it. And I felt bad for them because they, you know, they kept going, this is not our fight. Just like they did before. She's like, this isn't our fight. You guys deal with your own problems. But she wouldn't let go, and then started saying, and then the stuff got nastier and nastier when she didn't get the reaction she wanted from the other community. That's when she attacked and got nasty, and you all turned on me and this and this. It's like, no, 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 girlfriend. That's not what happened. You're the one that screwed everything up, not anybody else. You did it and you got caught at it, and life sucks. That nobody following you around doing anything. Why would we have to follow you around? You just do it. It's there. Lots of people watch. Lots of people see it. And you no matter how much you sugarcoat it, it's there because you make sure everybody sees it.
Exactly. Well, Kate Winslet, I was gifted her whole playlist.
Yeah, see? And what's this? I hear there's a fascination with someone's playlist on one of their social media accounts. Who cares? People have playlists about all kinds of things.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right. And my husband, and a lot of people don't know this, and I will say a little bit about this. I have relatives in, the South, very South, that he is a marine biologist. And we have gone down there and had fun. One of my best hobbies, I've been in Florida a long, long time, for the past, but I'm into sharks. And long story short, my husband was looking through my phone one day and saw pictures that I had that I was needing for a report that I was assembling about shark attacks. So I had shark attack photos in there, and he just looked at me and he's like, gross. And I'm like, you're all right. Just don't look at those. And he's like, why do you have? And he goes, never mind. I know. Shame. So people have things, and it's there for a reason, most likely. Hi, Nisi. So you can't go by. I'm sure if she showed some of her playlists, we'd be like, huh. So they're there for a reason. Maybe she's doing research. You never know. So you can't, they sit back and make all these conjectures like, oh, well, I have proof you're doing this. I have proof you're doing that. I haven't seen anything. Girl, you've never proven anything. Never.
Nope.
Never.
Her and it's funny. Are fantasy based and more than likely proof that two people talk to each other. And all of a sudden it's the big, see? What?
Exactly. That's, everybody's sitting back going, huh? What the hell are you even talking about now?
Yeah. So and then if that doesn't do it, then she'll start fudging, trying to do some copy paste and editing, which never works out because it just sounds stupid, or she beeps.
What? Yeah, come on. I mean, that, because I remember when all that was happening, because she kept threatening, I'm going to just, play this live that I have on you. And it's like, please do. Go ahead, play it. And, I said, the only way she would even play that is if it was edited. And here it comes, 3 or 4 days later, here it comes edited, beeped. But then I sent the unedited version to a few people so they could hear it. I was like, go, girl. We've got it too. And ours isn't going beep, beep, beep. And oh, Lord, don't let us forget to talk about that train wreck. I'm sorry. We're going to have to bring her up at some point. So just saying. What is going on with YouTube? What is going on with these people? I mean, I just stand back and I can't believe it. I'm like, people, it's summer. It's beautiful out. Go be with your friends. Go out and touch the grass, experience things. Now, again, people get salty because Kathy and I are retired.
Yeah.
We're retired. Now, for a retired person, I still do quite a bit. I'm not ready for AARP quite yet. So, hey. And somebody else, speaking of, initials for things, before she wants to start throwing around initials for stuff, she probably ought to look it up before she starts throwing initials out on it, because the NAACP would really appreciate that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
when
let's
she
not get
did
that
that.
mixed up. I did a
Oh,
face palm when I heard. I was like, "Oh, she just did not." Oh my goodness. So yeah, woo. So yeah, yeah. That I was horrified. I was like, "Oh God." But so yeah, come on now.
oh yeah, and you see, people actually go outside in the summer. Now, I get it. It's hot as hell in certain parts of the state right now,
Oh, it is.
but I don't know. I'm out of ideas for her to do. It's put that bathing suit back on and go to a pool. Join
Like, go
join a
go to the
water
beach.
aerobics group. You
Yes,
know,
go to the beach. Go walk in the park. Go do what you got to do. I mean, get out there.
yeah.
So I mean,
Go
instead
Spencer
of
and volunteer. Well, no, that would be terrible. She's not in the right mind frame.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, Kathy, that it
No,
would have
never
been
mind.
a good
Take that
thought.
back.
It would have been a good thought. But yeah, I mean, at some point, I want to feel sorry for her. I really do, but I just can't because there's enough of calculating. I'll just say it, calculating cold bitch in there that knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Because
So when I
anytime somebody starts beating you over the head with their mental illness, like Negs is doing, um, they're aware of exactly what they're doing.
well, yeah,
Exactly
exactly.
what they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and at this point, I don't know if they realize it, and I guess I'll just put it out there. And this is not meant to be whatever. She tried to twist this last time I said it. Um, they are being the entertainment right now for summer for everybody because, you know, it's what they're saying is so outlandishly ridiculous that it's funny. And people are tuning in to see it's like the next chapter of another world. It's like, what are they going to be saying today that's wrong and crazy? And we all just got to kind of sit back and go, huh? But really? And it's like a soap. It's better than a soap.
It is better than reality show.
I guess because
What is it?
it
The
it's got
Housewives of YouTube. I don't
it's
know.
well, yeah, it's definitely as YouTube turns, we probably could write a book.
And
Could you just imagine? Shorty Shark is here. Hey,
yes,
hey,
he
hey.
is. Mans
Shorty
just came in for
Shark.
duty.
Yay, mans. Mans,
Yes, I
man.
am, Mans. You can go to the shops and get your cigarettes. Mind all the
Ooh.
poisonous spiders and snakes and jellyfishes and coconut crabs and all the things that you have to beat off with a big stick.
Oh, girl, I'm telling you, everything over there will kill you. I mean,
I
I
know.
think certain times you go to the beach and there's like little tiny things that live in the sand. And one little bite from them and you like live for 15 seconds and that's it. There's
Yeah.
no cure. Oh well.
And they
And
just
it's just like
discovered these almost microscopic jellyfishes. And I'll pit up in Discord. I'll show you the show that it was on, and one little sting from these things will send you into a whole world of next level pain. And I'm going, what is wrong with that part of the world?
oh, I know. Well, and like in Florida, there's they're jellyfishes that they're called man o' wars.
Yeah.
And their head is like jellyish and they're like a kind of like a purplish transparent thing, and they have tentacles that are stingers, and the tentacles can go for, oh my god, yards if you get
Oh,
a big enough one. And sometimes you don't see them in the sand, and if you step on one, the tentacles will just automatically wrap around your ankle, and it's like being burned with fire.
oh, yep.
So it's a painful sting. So I mean, certain times of the year you kind of know to you leave those alone. You don't touch them. We used to poke at them with a stick and stuff, but you knew not to touch. So I mean, over there, I wouldn't even want to begin to guess what could get you. It's like,
Nasty.
I'll take being a Nancy Pants, thank you. Yes, I will. Sign me up.
Oh my God. Oh, the show was 60 Minutes Australia. That's what it was. And it was this marine biologist, holy shit, these little tiny jellyfish that could do so much damage to somebody. And I'm going, oh, yikes.
And that was one of my most favorite movies. And I am so sorry. There's certain actors that I really, really enjoy, and then they can be very versatile. But now Will Smith, when he did 7 Pounds, that was such a good film. And he got robbed. I don't even think he got mentioned for any, awards for that film. But I mean, I literally cried from the start of that movie to the end of that movie. And I mean, it was just so good. But he had like a box jellyfish as a pet. And
Oh
I'm like, this
no.
dude is weird. I was like, wow, how would you even, want to have a jellyfish like that? And I guess and I'm not going to give away the movie. You have to watch the movie, Kathy. It is so good. But get your
Okay.
Kleenex, girlfriend, but because it's one of those. But it's just such a touching movie. And I mean, there's certain parts of it I cried through the whole thing. So, but it was good. But it had a box jellyfish in it.
Oh.
So, interesting. That was
Oh,
off. That was just off topic. I'm so sorry, but it just made me think of it.
well, I just got a thing in Discord saying somebody called the name of Patience Mabachu, says Glory B is live streaming you. No, I'm not. I'm talking
No,
about her, but I don't stream snipe.
nope, 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 not
Sorry.
necessary. Well, and if anybody wants some of the history that's gone on in this part of the community with her, there's plenty of videos on this channel that they can go back
Oh,
and watch
yes, yes,
because you
yes.
don't dirty delete anything.
Nope.
And so
Nope.
we've expressed our opinions freely because there are opinions and we can do that. I mean, the other ones that are barking over there that this is my opinion, I have my opinion. Well, you know what? So do we. So this is my opinion. If you don't like it, tune out.
Yeah. Why is it okay for one and not the other? Hmm. Hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but I don't have to scream. I don't have to cast insults. I don't
No.
have to be vulgar. I, we're having a discussion and a conversation in a calm manner.
And we're just pointing some things out too.
Yeah, yeah.
That, she for some reason either neglects to fill in the whole story is what a lot of it is. She wants to leave out parts in here or there. And I love if you hear clips, she's the one screaming about clips. Girl, she's done it to me. She's done it to other people, tried to snipe a clip of a part of a conversation to another part of a conversation. No, sorry. And again, this is all stuff that she has done to herself. This
Yes.
is herself. This is nobody else's fault but her own. So she had made a place, she was doing just fine, and then she screwed it up herself when she lied. And again,
She did.
this is all a fabrication of her anger. I get it, but she had a chance to come clean and just let it go. But she refused to do that. So this is how she is today. And I know it's going to take us to have to try to ignore her. I know that. And it's going to be not that much harder because good Lord, she's just on repeat. And the stuff that she is not even repeating, she's just adding to parts of the story and grasping at little pieces going, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that shiny thing. And trying to spin it into her narrative.
Yeah.
It's just not working. So, it's old. It's old. She needs to just let it go. I mean, I just don't know what else to say.
Well, no, and as much as I respect the other community doing the blackout, it
True.
doesn't really work with her. It just enrages her,
That's
and
true.
yeah. So if you read my description, I said that I'm here for the long haul. I'll always be here to call you out. You can call me a stalker if it makes you feel better. Um, but I don't take things in real life. Don't care where you live, even though I do know there's a little passive for you, honey. You like to do it to everybody else.
True.
But
True.
me knowing and me doing is two separate things. So this is
Yep.
the
She best tread
internet.
lightly. She
Yeah,
best tread lightly.
yeah. Because I've got more than she thinks I do. Would I
Oh,
use
yes,
it?
you do.
Probably not, unless it became so bad that it became impossible for me to not. But
Right.
as it stands now, no, you're my entertainment. Entertain
Well,
me.
and that's true. And I know people are really getting upset that some of the stuff she says, but they have to realize too that, you know, who knows really what drives this? Nobody's ever really going to know for sure what drives this, but it's the attention is the number one thing that drives it. That's why, Kathy, you're right. If to not respond makes her more angry
Yeah,
for some reason. I don't understand that because, you
because
know,
it is because she does have that histrionic personality disorder, and it's exactly the same thing that Amber Heard has. I'm going to hurt you, but I don't want you to leave me. I'm going to hurt you harder if you leave me. It's the same kind of thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw you crumbs of attention because it amuses me to do so. It amuses
true.
me when you lose your shit on your stream. I'm not afraid of you. I never was afraid of you.
No.
You're a foolish woman that
Hmm.
needs to have your phones taken away from you and spend some time in a straitjacket in a rubber room with really good
Or
Thorazine.
well, yeah, or at the very least, take your animals outside.
Oh yeah,
I
oh,
mean,
oh yeah. She's pointing fingers at other people and neglecting their animals. Where she said on a live stream, "Don't give those dogs water; they'll want to go outside and pee."
oh, exactly. I've heard her say it too. Yeah. I mean, and you know, d- she won't even let them, to, to maybe chain them up outside for a little while, just at least get outside. But she won't even do that much.
No.
So let alone take them for a walk. So
So
I
no,
feel
I
bad.
totally believe it. They're messing up in whatever place they're living. You know, I don't know the circumstances of this motel hopping she's doing right now. Actually, don't kind of care, but the place she was staying must be a freaking litter box by now.
Oh, well, we've all caught snippets and again, there's there's a certain creator. I'm not going to shout her out right now just because she's had enough negative attention, but I know people will probably know who I'm talking about. Some of her videos, Kathy, are some of your favorites. I watch them. I go and watch them and just laugh. Oh my God, I laugh so hard, and it's fun. My husband will walk by and he goes, "Oh, I'm ready for my close up, darling." I'm like, "Stop it! I'm small." Oh, I can't. I love it. I'm sorry. That's where all the views are coming from. It's my neurotic self watching it because I just think it's hilarious.
We,
Hilarious.
we all have things that make us go ha ha. So
You're not kidding. And it's fun too because all I have to do is look to Ro as well because she kind of uses that same um how do I say portion of an image. So I get to giggle from that too. So that's always kind of fun. But and bless her heart, shout out to her because God, she's probably working. I mean, we never see her. She's always at work.
I
Bless
know,
her
God, those
heart.
double shifts. I gave her shit in Discord because, I understand why she's doing it, but that kind of stress on your body and mind.
I know. I
Yeah,
know. Bless her heart.
I know. I
And well,
know.
and got the kids, some of them are graduating
Yeah,
and so it's that
college.
next big phase. I know. So exciting. Graduation. So that was fun. She posted a video of that. That was awesome.
Is that what she's calling it, Kate? A tiny studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like V said, whatever it is, it's still got an exit sign, damn it.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's having her moment. And as I will always say, it was, well, as you always say, all of this started with a simple picture.
I know. I know. And she could have just gone, they gave her so many outs. They were like, just tell him your surgery got canceled. It's cool. Just let it go. And everybody's like, just let it go, let it go. And no, she would not let it go. And it was so obvious. It was like, come on. And she acts like we deep dive on her and dig up information. No, 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 girlfriend. I just
Mhm.
had that morning, got everybody out the door, what they needed to do, had my coffee, sat down, was like, well, let me see what all's going on today. And that just came up in my recommended. And it's like, oh, okay. And then I said, no, I went to the desktop because that's the only place I can reverse search. And I'm like, I gotta see this. And I'm doing this. And when I reverse searched it, my heart sank at first. I was like, no, she didn't. And then the other side, the little devil on my shoulders going, what did you expect, Kate? Come on, hello. Look who we're talking. That's why you even checked. And again, I'm sorry. It's gonna get called out because here she's got people praying for her and she's making this big shit. And it's just like, stop, it's fake. You know, that's not okay to have all these people, praying for you and encouraging you and doing this and doing that. And it was fake. And she got called out on it.
Yeah, she did. And speaking of Sims, I pinned this comment from Kate because those Sims she's creating. Let's talk about passive aggressive racism.
Oh, exactly. That was creepy. That would creep me out too. I
Mhm.
would be a little bit creeped out by that. So, no.
Yeah, this is what she does. How fun. Okay, if it made you feel better doing that. You seem to think you have your big name in the Sims community. Highly doubt that, but okay. So why aren't you in there full time then?
Well, when you need a decent computer, because I'm sorry, if there's ever going to be a GoFundMe, it's going to be for her internet. It's kind of hard when she's buffering and she's just yelling into the void, and I'm like, but wait, she's buffering. She's buffering. Okay. Oh well.
Oh
Click.
dear.
Yeah. It's no fun if you can't hear it. I mean, come on. And plus, and she deletes again. Why? Why are you deleting? Oh, well, I know why she's deleting because she'll get in
Yeah.
trouble if she doesn't delete. But some of us aren't around all the time, and it is what it is. But it's more fun to be able to hear it instead of get a report about it. So come on, leave it up, big chicken.
Well, yeah, And after all, she's, yeah, Kate, you're right. We're Dominican haters, because Dominican isn't a race.
Yeah. Well, and it is funny too, because if you look up, she looked up and tried to give that definition, because that was a very good point that she brought. Unspoken brought it up. She goes, for one, she goes, that's a place, not really a race. But if you look up the origins of people from the Dominican Republic, they are from Africa and Europe. So it's a mixture. And she tried to go, well, they're European, and she's pulling up people that are European and go, yeah, I look like that, I can relate to that. I'm like, girl,
What?
your cheese done slid off your cracker. I'm not kidding you. I said, if this is what you're really thinking and you're running with, no. So I mean, it's just so crazy. I mean, we're going to have to start taking bets, I guess, behind the scene of what the next outrageous topic is going to be, and spin the wheel at who it's going to be directed at. Because, hey, it'll be us for a while, because we actually had, oh, well, they're celebrities because people are talking about them. I was like, girl, no, we're laughing at you, but okay.
Yeah.
If you take it however makes you happy. Okay. I'm sorry. You take
Well,
it however it makes you happy.
that was what she was saying yesterday. Hate was she lost that parking lot video thingy she did, where you could see her reflection in the window. By the way, um, if
I
anybody noticed that?
heard about that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, 9.5 pounds since her weight loss surgery. 9.5 pounds in a month on a normal diet is not unusual. It's not
True.
proof of surgery. Sorry, not sorry.
No. Well, how many times and again, where's these receipts? And the receipts that she puts up, as soon as you look at them a little closer, there's people going, huh? So she can't be mad at me for busting around on a picture, because any other shit, blood tests, we have nurses that, yes, they are actual nurses or retired nurses in this community. Just like I would think, most communities would. It's not a secret profession. And, so people can look at these results and go, wait a minute, no. And we also have eyes that you can look at dates,
Uh-huh.
because quite honestly, she really doesn't look at her own evidence. She doesn't look at her own proof, just like she doesn't provide any proof, or the proof that she's providing is in her head, I guess, that she thinks, well, this is proof. No, not really. It's not. So
Yep.
I don't know where she thinks that she's showing any of this proof, because she keeps going on and on. I've got the clip of the creator that she got her channels taken away from her with false crap, and I've got the clip of her saying it. We'll put it up. We've been waiting for a year. Put it up. I mean,
Oh,
that was the most outlandish crap I've ever heard. So stop. You don't have it. I love that she's telling the other one that, oh, I got all this stuff. I got all this good stuff. Girl, you ain't got nothing. If you do, it's so old that everybody was saying, so what? It's been heard before. It's nothing new. Come up with some new shit. So that's what they're doing. They're putting their own little spins on it. Like I said, one person thinks they know part of it, the other person thinks they know part of it, and then together they tell each other the parts they think they know, and then they come up with a plot, because that's what it is.
of course it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. Here's where the soap opera comes in, because it's just like, wait a minute,
The
you
plots.
know.
Plots. Okay, I don't know. And her new friend. I don't know where this is going. We can only watch it. Like it's a bad accident in slow motion.
Right. I mean,
It's just
of course, hey, everybody should thank us. She's going to target us for a couple of days. Oh, oh goodness. But I
okay.
don't
If
think
it
it
makes you
matters. Like I
happy, I don't know what's going on in your life that you find this that you have to insert yourself. Um, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to her. Just good luck, and maybe you'll get past her unscathed. I don't
Exactly.
know.
I
I
know.
don't know. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, yeah. It's anybody. Like I said, I've said this behind the scenes for the longest time. Spin the wheel. You never know which one. It's just like spin the wacko wheel. Here we go. So it's like, oh shit, who's she
Yeah.
after today? Woohoo! Oh no.
Your friend. I know. What is uh
That's true, Kate. Good Lord. And
yeah.
then by the time it does loop back around, she's gotten a new chapter added onto it. It's like, wait a minute. It's like the cliffhanger. That's not how it was. He didn't get out of the cockadoodie car. Damn.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
we're all officially losing it now. It's like, oh my God, somebody throw us a line, please. Help us.
oh yes, I was asked uh to remember the Black Humane Society, because they bring
Oh,
up animal shelter. Yeah, then that's passive aggressive racism too.
well, that's what I'm saying. She really needed to look up initials before she started talking about them. It's like, oh my. It took me a second. I'm like, is she trying to say the NAACP? What is she saying? I'm like, oh Lord, no. She didn't just say that. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. You can't see she doesn't run out of the laughs though.
Well, well, and I remember I had it was her vision on the Holocaust. And I tell you,
Oh,
oh my goodness, Lord, that 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 was definitely an interesting stream. The word got around that was, because normally it's just like she's live and we're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
well,
And,
she was like
but
Jewish for 48 hours, I think, because
oh,
her family escaped the ovens in 1932.
you know what? Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
remember. Yep, yep. So, hmm,
1932.
she might have been on the Titanic with me. You never know.
Oh, well, yeah, but the Nazi party wasn't even in power in
No,
1932. So,
no,
I
no.
mean, they
Keep
were around, but they weren't a
keep
thing
trying.
yet.
Exactly. Well, and that's what, Kate said too. She needs to keep better notes. Like I've even said
Yeah.
that. As a girlfriend, get you a notebook because you can't remember half the shit you say. And so that's what everybody's kind of laughing about behind the scenes, to be honest, is she can't remember what she says, so she adds it on or changes it up, and we're all going, wait a minute. That's like I said, those little cliffhanger, that's not what she said last time. So we're trying to keep up.
No.
It's just like a new chapter, a new spin the wheel to what's going to be going this time. So, girl, keep it up. You know, like why I'm sorry I did say it this way, and it might be the farm's way to say it, but good Lord, they don't want to give her up. The cream that's coming out of that cow is something else.
Yeah, she invented Juneteenth.
Yeah,
She's something special, all right.
right. Oh well, yeah. Did somebody said that she said that the weight loss stuff, the whole thing got filmed and everything else, and Wilder, filmed. Whenever I hear her say that, I always think of okay, when the fake death thing, I was wondering if she was actually going to like try to convince a funeral home to like have a casket and all sort of stuff. Like, how far is she going to take this? Because it wouldn't have surprised me. I'm serious, you guys. It would not have surprised me for her to try to pull some sort of elaborate scheme thing.
Well, she
You
could
know
go to a funeral home and ask the director to get down the triple X coffin so she
exactly.
could see it, try it, and then she
Yeah,
could get Carlos to take a quick snap of her with her arms
exactly.
folded over and
Right. Right. And just like with the real going to the real emergency room, I was like, oh my God, she did not. I was no. Oh man, that's some pretty cheesy low shit there. Now come on. All
Wasting
for your
everybody's,
scam?
yeah, time and
E-
resources.
Exactly, for your scam. I'm like, oh, just when I thought I could dislike you, oh, I mean, God. No, no, that's just was not okay. So, should another couple months she'll lost 40 pounds. Good Lord, girlfriend, don't blow away. We're gonna worry about you.
Oh dear. That's so funny.
We will
She
sure
is
look
multiracial.
stupid.
That's
Oh, yeah, yeah. Multi-rational is closest, yes. I mean, I think there's, stay tuned, folks, because I think there is going to be a book of Alana isms at some point.
we
So.
all write down what we can. We'll have to publish it.
Sorry, Kate, been there. Been on the receiving end of that. I
That's
thought everybody had. Most of the munching crew said they've got theirs. So I was like, oh boy, something looks like a Christmas card, I guess.
all right, all right, all right. Ah, okay. Um,
Not
I'm
funny, Kate.
for sure.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, Carlos, take a pick. Poor Carlos. Although now I'm not feeling so sorry for him anymore.
No, sorry. No, no. He's his own special kind of special. Sorry. And yeah, hey, I guess you do what you got to do. That's all I'm going to say.
Hmm. Terrible, terrible. So what else is on the YouTube agenda?
Oh,
So we
there's
pointed fingers and
there's there's somebody on the other side, your side of the pond, that's been acting a little weird lately.
oh yes, our favorite Angie Lee.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's not even a place to start with that, you know it?
Well, this. I'm looking back at her old videos, and she's got these homeless people in her apartment, and she's being a freak on a leash for a month, and then decide. I'm just. This is the synopsis is what I could get from it. Then she decides to detox from the substances she's using, weeping and crying and mumbling on her live streams, and then bang, she's cheery and happy, and she's live
Mm-hmm.
streaming for 12 hours, and I'm going, and then
Exactly.
she turns her camera off, but you can hear
Yep.
her.
You sure can. And I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God, and I'm going,
Well, and she tried to pull that she's got something going on with her nose. Girlfriend, she might very well have something going on with her nose, but she's been on camera quite a bit lately,
uh-huh.
and I haven't seen any evidence of a sore nose or her needing to
A
blow or doing
snoring.
whatever. And I get it, but she has to understand that folks aren't stupid. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, even Tyler figured it out. Come on. I mean, even
If
Tyler called her out on it.
anybody was well, if anybody was being a friend to her, was
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes, he
and he
was.
gave her shit for
Yeah.
neglecting her kid, the
Yep.
animals, um, her kid's safety by bringing in these people, laughing online about having loud sex and embarrassing her kid. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
And that's
it's like,
Tyler. Tyler is out there. Tyler doesn't sugarcoat shit, and you either take Tyler for that or you leave Tyler for that. Tyler is Tyler, and that everybody knows what you're going to get with Tyler. So, and I think they are friends. So she should listen to him.
Yeah, the level of frustration when I watched that little part where he was just ripping her a new one, and and all those other so-called friends, and I am sorry, but you're nothing but enablers. Giving her ass pats and telling her everything's going to be okay. How many of you have been sending her money?
Yeah.
You don't send money to an addict. If indeed that's what she is, allegedly.
Right.
You
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Because, and I know in the past, without saying too much, in the past, people have sent her and been generous, to send her things that were supposed to be for her kid, but it didn't end up going for her kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, she has a past of accepting, things from people, and it's, not okay.
No,
so
it goes to her pot and her alcohol and her date nights on Facebook Connect or whatever it's called.
Right. And and the boy, he's of an impressionable age. I mean, come on. And hey, and I get it. I mean, she's going to just be getting mad and say it's none of our business or whatever, but she's putting all this out there publicly for people to see.
Make it our business. You make it our business.
And, people can't help it. She's confided in people and said, these people stole from her and stuff. And it's just like, you imagine what could have happened. You're lucky that that's all that happened. You're lucky. And then she's worried too that, some of these people that, she's been introduced to aren't really the best people. And, they got cartel influence. It's like, damn, or gang influence or something like that. But something that's scary enough that you have to worry about it. So there's so many red flags flying along. So, some of the other communities should be, helping her figure that out and go, you know what, girl, hey, what are you doing here? But they're too busy in their own, wrapped up alcohol problems. Because, I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, but and I'm not opposed to having a few drinks, but to sit down and drink a 12-pack, if I sat down and drank a 12-pack, I'd be on the floor barfing. I'm not kidding you. I mean, you'd have to be cleaning me up somewhere. And, a couple beers and I'm laughing.
Exactly. So, I'm a cheap date with alcohol.
Excuse me. I know. And they sit there and admit that they drink a 12-pack in a night. That just I don't fathom that. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Yeah, and it's concerning, but it's not much we can do about it. So I pretty much have distanced myself after some things were said, and it's just not right, and you can't use alcohol as an excuse anymore for being rude and saying horrible things. It's not right.
Right.
I hope everybody is well and gets well, but yeah. Now, Kate, the nickname just answered it. I just noticed that person you're asking about was from Kate and Nicknames Community, Munching and Chatting's group, I think. Bell Pepper.
No problem. Oh yeah,
she acts ridiculous, and I think that's probably her true self, and that's probably why she left Annie's group to go over to Angie so she could act like a horned up teenager.
Kind of, yeah, and and that was weird. That whole thing was really weird too because we knew her as a different name, and we knew her as Jody. And we knew her behind the scenes in Discord. We were very fond of Jody, and a very nice gal. She had her health issues. She had problems. And I don't understand. The thing that hurt my feelings is she was already over at Angie's doing stuff with Angie. She was mod for Angie. She's now with Angie all the time. So who cares? Again, yeah, I truly don't care. I mean, do hang out there, have fun, girl, be cool, but she was kind of being a little bit, how do I say, playing both sides of the fence.
For whatever reason.
Right. And so when it came out that she was going over there under a different name, we were all just kind of like, oh, wow. And we were like, I felt like we were the last to know, to where we were fairly close with her. If she had just come in and said, hey, I just don't want, the general public to know I'm going in under this account. And, I just kind of wanted to keep it to myself. We would have respected that. We'd have gone, okay, cool. Hey, girl, do what you do. You do you. And nobody would have thought twice. But it was kind of like we were left out in the cold about it. So it just felt very awkward that why, you're already over there. We don't care that you're over there. But then she alluded that we would treat her differently if we knew she was going over there. No, that was not even close to the case. She was already going over there. There was no, I mean, it wasn't a shock. It wasn't a secret that she was going over there. So we didn't care, but she made it act like, we were going to make an issue of it if she did that. And that hurt my feelings the most, is that, she would think that about us, that, we would, treat her badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, this whole thing was put offish, but I agree. I don't know, maybe she just needs to get laid. I have no idea. I don't, but that's just kind of how she is. And, hey, whatever. I don't know.
That's good. I think cyber sex is gross, but okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I know, Kathy, we've had this conversation a long time before. We prefer it in the same room with us. So thank you. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, that's just kind of, at my age, that's just a requirement now. I mean, stop. Like, wait a minute, honey, turn the phone that way. I can't really see. Sorry, I'm not doing that shit. Stop. It's just going to have to wait till you get here. We're good.
Well, Rotten, I love your new name.
Yes, Rotten. I think that's hilarious. I saw that not long ago. I thought that was pretty good.
Awesome.
He's still going to he can be a decaying spud. Sorry. It's the long and short of it.
He's being fancy.
I see.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Yeah. So, you see the destruction of a community, with all this infighting about people going over to different communities to talk, and you can't go there because I don't like that person, and you can't go there. And I'm going, no. We're all grown-ups. Just because I don't like somebody you like doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and stomp my foot and say you can't be my friend.
Right. And I that's one thing I don't get, Kathy. I mean, come on. And I can admit sometimes it can be very awkward. It gets the best of us. It does.
It does.
But
honestly, it does. But you can be civil. You can try and be civil.
Yeah.
I often fail at it, but I do try.
Right. And when I agree, there are going to be some people that I will never be able to be civil with. And I've said behind the scenes that I've said this to more than one person. And if you want to have them around, that's cool. That you do you. But if they are there, I probably won't be. I'll be, giving you your like and saying, cool, have a good night, and lurk in the bushes in case there's problems, and be good.
Yeah. And I have done that in other communities. There are other live streams I go, and there are people in there that I I'm not overly fond of. I don't have to be a active participant. I can
Right.
like stream and listen. I
Right.
often just enlarge the screen so I don't see the chat.
Right. Or I'll dip out for a few. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not that big of a
Well, if it
crisis.
turns political, I tend to dip out because, it just gets silly,
Well,
especially
yeah.
nowadays. So,
Oh, exactly, exactly. And and there's conversations that are always going to cause problems. I mean, and so it's just easier to just to kind of not go there and you know unless that's the specific place that you're going to. If you're going to a live that's what the topic is or that's
oh,
what it's going to be about,
absolutely.
and you're
Yeah.
going to participate, that's fine. But just have random stuff come up, it's no, it never ends well. It never
No,
does.
no,
So,
no. It's
you
just
know,
it's yeah, you just have to. I don't know how to say it. I'll go over to BGTV, and he's got somebody up on his panel that I dislike intensely. I just don't watch that stream of his.
right, exactly.
And or I'll wait until it's on replay and just skip.
Right, and get the gist
It's
of it,
like
right.
taking the pineapple off the pizza. You just tend to do that. Or mushrooms or
No,
whatever you don't like on the pizza.
don't you dare pick the pineapple off the pizza, or more for me. Fine, you go ahead and pick that pineapple off. More for me.
All right. I don't mind it. I just mm, it's not what I think of when I want a pizza. I want bacon and mushrooms. That's
God,
my go-to. Double the
now I
bacon.
love that. Yeah, I would be like pepperoni, bacon, mushroom, onion, green pepper.
Oh, we're twinsies. Okay.
Yeah, I would do that. But now, every now and then, I do want my Canadian bacon and ham, which is, of course, the Hawaiian pizza.
Hmm.
And I have to wait till nobody else is around because they all just look at me and go, no, I'm not having that. So go all stinky faced about it. And I'm like, fine. So I have to wait so I can get my little, medium pizza. So I have some leftovers. So I get my little Hawaiian pizza. Other than that, no, it's the meat eaters here, definitely. So. Yeah, but I'm lucky to get some vegetables. They're like, okay, let her get the vegetables. It counts. I was like,
No, it
jeez.
doesn't.
Oh no, they think it's healthy because her vegetables are on there.
Sadly.
Oh. If you left it up to those guys, it'd be double sausage, double pepperoni,
Oh, and
double everything with
olives.
meat.
Oh, Yolanda, yes, yes. I do love my olives. And anchovies. All right, fist bump.
No, who wants those little salty
Yes.
buggers? No.
Yes, the salty little buggers are delicious.
Ugh, ugh. Just imagine I'm putting a stinky face meme at you in the Discord right now.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You have your pineapple, I'll have my anchovies. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll be swapping.
Can't have my olives either.
Stingy bitch. Jeez.
Of olives.
She's stingy.
Yep. With that, there are some things I will not share, and a good stuffed olive of some kind of goat cheese and cranberry or whatever. I don't know. I'll fake it. That's mine. That's mine. Get your own.
Exactly. Oh no, we have a family member and we tease them all the time because they go and they go out to eat and they like get something, they split it. And it's like, damn, you guys, come on, really? And now my husband and I, we do well, but we do not share food well. I'm not sharing my food. I'm like, no, get off there. So I'm not doing it. So if we are ordering the same thing, then we will get the same thing. One time they were doing like a special, like fajitas for two or something, and the waiter's like, "Do you want to split them?" And I'm like, "No." We both looked at each other and went, "No, we do not share well." Because I will get all my. It takes me 20 minutes to get ready to eat, and he's done. I have to get everything prepped and everything how I want it. So it's like, and don't even go there, nickname. Don't try me, and because she'll like, oh, I know. It's
oh my God, do you have your salad dressing on the side?
yes, because I dip my fork. I cheat. I dip my fork in the salad dressing and then into the salad. And I got that habit from one of my siblings, and I hate her for it. And it's just like, oh my God. But now I will dip my fries in the honey mustard.
Ooh, yes. I am a self-admitted double dipper, so I have to have my own chips and my own dip.
Yes,
Just so
yes,
you know. Yeah.
yeah. And mine will just look at me. He's like, I don't like this dip. I'm like, why? It tastes good. It's got a good flavor to it. Well, it broke my chip. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You are upset at the dip because your chip broke. I'm like, dude. I said, did you stir it up first? My poor husband, I'm throwing him under the bus. I'm like, did you stir it up first? Well, no. I'm like, well, you're supposed to stir it up with a spoon first, kind of loosen up the dip a little bit so you don't crunch your chip in there every time. Oh, well, you didn't tell me I had to stir it up. I'm like, I didn't think I had to. So it's like, really, come on now. Bless your little heart. You know that you stir the dip and get it nice and smooth, and then you can dip away. So God love him.
Man's just being Australian again.
Oh, beets on burgers? No, that should be illegal.
I'm going to try that only because I have pickled beets. I just haven't had made a burger yet.
I could do the egg probably. I agree with you on. I could do the egg, but I don't know. We were talking about weird burger combinations the other day. I would pick all the stuff off and eat it on the side. Like, I'll just take it off and eat it on the side. Can I do that? You're like, no, no. I'm like, well, then I'm out. No, don't want some of this weird shit on my hamburger. Oh no.
I'm pretty good with sharing, but I would like somebody to say, "Oh, can I try a little bit of that?" Just don't reach over and take because you'll get a
Oh,
fork.
well, yeah.
Yeah, just don't. It's dangerous.
Well, it is, and people know that too. If you have siblings, you know.
Oh yes,
You
I
guard
have
your
5
food
of
with your
them.
life. Yes, and yeah, you guard your food with your life. It's like, don't you
Yeah.
dare. Nope, nope. And
Mm-mm.
and we used to. My brother, he thought he was being so slick. He had a shelf that it was high enough that he thought nobody would find his cookies and his other crap up there. Oh hell no! We knew how to get up there. It was easy. And then we, of course, laid the blame on the other siblings, which was much easier. But and we eventually got busted. But I love that they all thought that, oh no, we're hiding all this good stuff. And no, I have my own little hidey spot because I don't have a major sweet tooth. I do have a sweet tooth, but my husband has a bigger sweet tooth. So it's perfect. We'll get like a little pie or something or whatever. I'll get a piece and he eats the rest. So that's
Okay,
the
that's
whole.
compromise.
Yeah, I mean that's the way. It's perfect. It's like, hey, that is perfect. But now sometimes I'll get like some animal crackers or something, and I will hide it away for me because if he sees it, he'll just eat it and be gone. And if I
Yes.
buy two, he'll eat them both, and I won't get one. I'm like, wait a minute. One, the concept is I'm buying two, one for me and one for you. So bless his heart.
So let me paint a picture of my childhood home with the refrigerator and 6 or 5 other siblings all vying for food. Like,
Oh
and
God.
4 of them were all teenagers.
Uh-huh.
I'm not counting me and my little sister. So you would after dinner, maybe you go in to get a glass of milk or something, and you open the fridge, and it's all death threats in there. This is for my lunch tomorrow. Do not touch, and then a pirate skull, like death if you touch it. And other little notes pinned to things threatening our lives if we touch. That was our refrigerator. I had no choice. I grab an apple and leave, you know.
There you go. No doubt. It's like, oh my God. I remember now my dad had a shelf. My dad had a shelf. That was his stuff. You didn't mess with Pop's shelf. Nope, you were good. If stuff disappeared off his shelf, he'd be like, people be lining up and just like, nope, not me, not me, not me. I didn't do it. So it was fun. And what it was neat too, because my mom was Italian, so my dad was Irish.
Oh dear.
So yeah. It was quite interesting at times. And I do believe nickname, she's one of my soul sisters as well, because she's the same. And yeah, we are to be, we'll scare you to death in the middle of the night, but we can cook. So I guess we're worth keeping.
Oh. Glad to hear it.
I'll be right back.
Yep, sure. I'm just reading the. You're 6'2", and all my siblings are 5 feet. I never needed that. Rotten. Not fair at all. Uh, okay, what's this about Skippy here?
I'm sorry, I got a Sam's order this late. It's like, oh my God.
You got a
Really?
who? What's it?
The Sam's Club.
Oh,
They didn't have something in the store, so I had to order it online.
oh, so that's the delivery?
Yep, they just dropped the box off. So
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yes, man, they had refrigeration in the olden days.
oh, I don't know. I was on the Titanic. I have no
It was
clue
called
after
an
that.
ice box. It was called an ice box.
Yes, it
And we
was.
also used to get milk delivery and bread
Yep.
delivery to the house in glass, and the milk came in glass bottles. And I remember my mother shaking it up before this is before pasteurization. So that's how old I am.
You ancient old woman,
I
you.
know. That's when
And,
milk was good.
and that's I agree with that, Kathy, because I think
Yep.
if a lot of us, if we went back and ate like our grandparents did, we would
Totally different experience.
probably be a lot better shape. I mean, because the doctor's always after us, especially no processed foods, and my husband he laughs every time. He goes, "Damn, next they'll just take away sex, and then there'll be no fun left." Because he's griping that you're only allowed to have red meat once a month, and this, and no sodium. And I literally looked at my doctor last time. I'm like, there's sodium in the air. I swear to God. So I mean, I can't get away from
Probably
sodium,
is.
and it's all the stuff though that I mean everything's got to be added and everything else. And I don't know about anybody else noticing how many recalls there's been on food lately. I mean, hello, what's going on behind the scenes with our quality control and stuff? It's like, damn, every time I turn around, there's like been chocolate recalls for you guys in Canada. I was like, what? What the hell? So, I mean, there's every time I turn around, there's some sort of recall.
Going on. I think I've got one of those Skippy peanut butter tube things. I have
Oh, I know
I'm
I did.
daring. I'm gonna try it. This is gonna kill me. Oh, I never say no to pie either.
Hell no.
Oh gosh. So what Kate is she threatening, is she baiting suicide again?
Oh, no, we're not. I don't think people are supposed to be talking about her. That wasn't us that made that agreement. That
Yeah.
was them. We just happened to be guests at their service. We haven't
Yes.
had our service yet.
No, no, no,
So,
no, 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 no. Uh, the like Kate just said, we were guests on that panel.
yep,
That's their community
yep,
solution to you.
yep.
It's not
More power to
mine.
them.
Mine is
Yep.
to mock you endlessly and to laugh.
Well, yeah. I
That is
mean,
that is
if
my
this
purpose.
is right, and maybe it'll work eventually. They'll leave them alone, you know, because she can go after me all day long. I don't care. I think it's
Yeah,
hilarious. I
yeah.
mean, do it. You know, I mean, somebody was saying she's like going to sue everybody again. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I'll wait out back because I like my out back deck better,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'll gussy up. I'll wear my good jeans, everything, and I'll wait,
And
and I'll
wait,
wait,
and wait.
and I'll wait.
No,
Well, yeah,
but good luck.
yeah. So I
I've
mean,
got so many good ideas for merch off of her.
oh God, girl, I'm telling you, like I said, we could write a book off of just this. We could write a book off of just this because I've never seen anybody be so salty about somebody who's retired. These women are 60 years old. Okay, so what?
And
I did there. I've been there, done that, worked at it,
and
and
we'll
did it.
outlive ya.
Yeah. So, hey, yeah, and, somebody said the golden years, not so I'm like, damn. I looked at my house and said, do you know we're in our golden years? And he goes, really? Huh. And he just kind of walked away. He was like trying to
It's
figure shit
science.
out.
It's scientific fact now that 60 is the new 50. So,
Well, and he just, what, and people know behind the scenes, we're not going to talk about it out here, but they will be going, oh, he did not. He went and cut wood today
oh,
because we're already thinking about that because that's one thing. When we bought this house 15 years ago, that's his jam. That's his thing. He loves the fireplace. He splits wood, he cuts it. I'm surprised he doesn't grow wood so he can have his own firewood. I'm surprised he's that obsessed. So we burn tons of wood in the wintertime and it heats our house practically. So it's wonderful.
oh,
But
good.
that's his thing. So, but he's supposed to be chilling out a little bit, but nope, he's we start thinking about wood this time of year already. So we're yeah, we're
Yep.
getting ready for that and doing that. But you know, and I love how she wants to call everybody else a stalker. None of us have ever taken anything real life. None of us. None of us
Mm-mm.
have.
Nope.
None of us have. And and I know somebody got upset about the story because the story has never changed. I've told the story numerous times of the day that somebody called and we got Carlos, and the story has been told numerous times. And the reason for the story, I mean, the reason that we did that was there were people that were upset behind the scenes. Now, I wouldn't say it was pressure that we were getting from behind the scenes to get this figured out because a lot of us, like I said, the grown-ups knew what was going on. The grown-ups are standing back going, yeah, no. But some of the other people that, are kind, nice people for different motives or for whatever reason, they were upset. So we were really trying to find closure. There was all the communities were working together to try to figure that out because that person made sure that they dumped their little message at night that, oh, guess what? So and so had, and they're dead. And it's like, what? And I deleted my message that was on one of my videos and I just deleted it and didn't say anything. And somebody else messaged me freaking out. And I'm like, girl, stop. No. Let's just back this up a little bit and let it go and see what happens. And that's when the channel names started changing and all this other stuff and the fake death commenced.
And
You
the fake
know,
detectives started showing up.
oh, come on.
What was
Yes.
it,
I mean,
YouTube
it's
Streets or
ridiculous.
Houston Streets or something
Right.
like that?
People were getting videos sent to them of wrecked cars and this and that and being trolled. Basically, it was trolled. They were being trolled behind the scenes of, well, so and so's in the hospital now and he may not live and, she's gone. And, it was upsetting to people. It really was. And so she was doing that person a favor when
Yes.
she called that day.
Now, were we having fun
Yes,
Yes. Was I
yes,
high?
we were.
Really high. So was Candy. Everybody was high.
Well, and it was just, it was kind of almost, it's like a comeuppance, to be quite honest,
Yeah.
because we called the bluff. We called the bluff. And, you know, that whole thing, nobody ever called again after that day. That was all. The chat that she pulled over to some random cop that saw him in a convenience store parking lot. Look, these people are bullying me. And he's like, well, did you log off? Hello. That's the most logical thing to do. But she goes on, and you know, she gets this little report card written down on there and stuff, and so she makes a scene, like she likes to do. And I'm sure she is, Kathy. She's probably very well known down there. She's the greasy wheel, and they just like do whatever to, go, okay, whatever, honey. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
pretend to write it down and go,
Oh, for
okay,
sure.
thanks. And, so to do anything to keep her quiet. So, it's just, come on. We all knew behind the scenes. I mean, she's trolling, as it's like, stop. Then she tried to tell people she was, in a mental institution for a couple of weeks, and we're like, yeah, no, because they would have kept you. Sorry.
That I would have
Nobody.
believed.
Yeah. Right. If she hadn't been out trolling
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah, the mental institution's going to let you use your phone. Sorry, no. But so again, the whole thing was just an absolute train wreck of a thing, and we all knew it was, but we were trying to be decent people and behind the scenes and try to figure it out. And it was a community effort. It really was. Everybody was doing, did you find this? Did you find that? I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I didn't find shit. So, come on. And we're like, dude. And then when all these messages kept coming in and the channel name kept changing, she's logging into Kiwi Farms. It's just like, guys, nope, she's not. Well, do you know what happened? We stopped talking about her.
Yep.
We stopped. We all were like, okay, let's move on. And then according to her, by the goodness of her heart, she felt so bad so she decided to come back. No, nobody was giving you the time of day, and you couldn't have that. So that's the only reason you came back, is because you stopped being the center of attention.
And nobody cared.
Yep.
Everybody started minding their business and doing their own thing.
We all moved on. We were all doing other stuff and having a good time, is just doing what we were doing. So, it is what it is. But I don't know. I think it just, a lot of people have told us that, just ignore. I don't know.
It's more amusing not to. So,
with this point, I mean,
oh,
it's just like, oh my God.
That's my charity work. I'm a very giving person.
That's true. You really are.
Yeah.
You're really that way behind the scenes too.
Yeah, I am. I'm a very giving person. I'll give you my time. I'll give you my laugh. I'll point my fingers in your direction. It makes me happy.
Oh, she's sniping you.
I know. And you know what, it would mean more if she could make money off it, but she can't. So whatever.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I pulled up the Social Blade not too long ago. Man, she was down like thousands of views, and that she's deleted a bunch of stuff. She goes live for 5 minutes, deletes it. She goes live for 20 minutes and deletes it. But she doesn't realize that it all comes up in recommended, whether it's there or not. You get the notification, because I'm only subbed to her on one account. I admit it. I don't care.
No.
So, because I want to hear, I want to hear some of this insanity, and, to know later when people are going, what did she say? At least some of us might have an idea of what was going on, because you never know when you're going to have to protect yourself for real. So with this one, because again, I understand where Melissa was coming from because, and again, this other creator does live within reach of her.
Yes.
So, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. And trust me, my ass would be right down and saying something.
Okay. Yolanda just twigged something with me. Can I just interrupt you for a sec?
Certainly.
When she was on earlier, yelling at Annie, munching and chatting for having Mark in her community, this
Hmm.
is the same bitch that had him on her channel, on panel, knowing very well there were chomo accusations and convictions against him.
Yep.
And she's sitting there trying to retcon history.
No, yeah.
I mean, I'm not defending Annie in any way, shape, or form with having him over in her. I don't understand why she did it. Don't want to understand why she did it, but she did. And but the thing I'm objecting to is dumbass, being superior and how could she do that? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm
Oh,
going,
yeah.
are you
3 weeks ago, she
that
was
was
fine with it.
yeah, she was fine with it, totally
Well, yeah.
fine with it.
That's just it,
And
Kathy.
all
She
of
was fine with
Mark's
all of this. She was fine with
convictions,
all of these people.
yeah, and all of Mark's convictions are public record.
Yes, they sure are. Because he's not even
And
supposed to be
and
on
there's
the
even
internet.
a video somebody posted that was done a
Yep.
couple of years back that
Yep.
really went into detail about it. So,
Yes. It did.
you need to sit your fat ass down about it.
Right. She knew. She knew. And she was fine with it. That's
Yeah,
just it.
totally.
A month ago, this time a month ago, everything was fine. That there was our little snipes here and there, and some shade here and there, whatever. Okay. But she wasn't having any problems. She was, changed according to what some thought she was, that she was doing better, to where, a lot of us knew, no, she's not, but that's okay. And they were, like we all tried, they were giving her that shot. She's the one that blew the shot. She's the
Hmm.
one that screwed up everything for her own self. She can't blame anybody else, because a month ago, everybody was doing just fine with her. She was over in the other community supporting them and doing this and doing that. She didn't like this other creator at all. As a matter of fact, it's funny because, now that she's partnered with her, I wonder if she's told her that on her Twitter, which I'm sure she'll hide it now, she's been reporting everybody.
Oh yeah,
So I
especially
love
you.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, she's
especially
reporting
you,
people
Stubs.
behind the scenes. Yeah, so come on. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, High Seas. That's sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and again, I didn't. Mark was even before my time. If she wants to get a timeline, I haven't known anybody from this side of the community for 5 years. I've been here just about maybe a tad bit over 3, and that's it.
Hmm.
So, and I've only known of Miss Trouble over here for a little over a year. So,
Yeah.
and it's funny too, because she goes, well, my reputation came with me from the other community. Not really. You barged into this community full force. And like, Kathy said, she saw you making claims that we're all like, okay. We were like behind the scenes going, guys, if she's a nurse, she's not treating me for nothing. We were kind of freaking out about that. And clearly she's not.
Oh no.
So, then we, find out from some other people that, hey. But again, I didn't even know who Mark was until after the fact. So,
Yeah.
and, I didn't know him. So she needs to get some of that story straight as to exactly how some of that backstory happened, because I wouldn't even know. I've only
Yeah.
known the rest of those guys about 3 years, maybe just a little bit over. So And a lot of
Yeah.
the stuff that she's bringing up and trying to drag up and whatever happened a couple years ago. So it's just like, stop.
Yeah, over and over and over again. Yeah.
Right, right, right. I mean, it's old news. That's what everybody's been saying. This is stuff that, if you've been around long enough that, yeah, you know some of this stuff. And, some people can move on. They can, mend their fences and they move on and, they can, do whatever. But some people like me, I'm sorry. There are certain people that I will not move on with. And that's, excuse me, my decision. I'm never going to be cheering for Angie because I think Angie needs to have a swift kick in the butt. And there's a few other people I feel the same way about.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
Oh, really?
and again, that was one thing that, yeah, again, she was fine with all these people before. A month ago, she was fine with everything that was going on with everybody.
Yeah.
She'd jump in and white knight for you, and people were saying, stop. You don't, like I said, I don't have to like you. I don't have to come white knight for you, Kathy. You stand up for yourself. You're gonna fight your own battle.
In your general direction.
Right. Now I might be there to give you a fresh sword from time to time, but
Yes,
hey,
please. Thank you.
you can fight your own.
Or
It's
you
all
show
good.
up with a shovel,
Exactly. We know people that have a backhoe, by the way. So
Yeah.
hey.
Oh, my favorite Kiwi saying, Kate. Thank you.
That has been said quite a bit. Oh no.
Oh, I disappear. Why is my computer doing that? Stop it. There.
Night, Niecy. Take care, sweetie.
Yeah, I remember somebody on Kiwi Farms saying that exact same thing, and Alana, or oops, what's her name, took it serious.
Oh
No, this is why she does not do well on that platform.
well, exactly.
Completely misses the mark all the time.
Yeah, bless her heart. Yeah, it's kind of like that Nike whoosh, whoosh,
Right over the head.
whoosh.
But Kiwi really loves her and respects her, and they're her personal army. Will go after her enemies.
Well, yeah, I love that. I love that she claims everybody else is the doxer. I could name at least 5 people that she's doxed just since the year and some I've known her on Kiwi Farms.
Of course.
She thinks that that's the big shit. And again, that's why I'm saying, people. She holds that over your head, your information, and it's like, girl, that ain't gonna work. Try it.
Yeah.
That's called a felony. And again, I was looking at some old Kiwi Farms posts not too long ago, and I said this very same thing. They said this to her a long time ago. When you go to court, there is a thing called clean hands. You have to come in. If you show evidence that, look, this is what they're doing to me, and I show evidence, well, look, this is what she's doing to me, guess what? They're going to go, you're good. See ya. So, and you wouldn't even get that far in. An attorney would literally just go, yeah, okay, right, sure, have a nice day. Or they'll like, let me see if we can't come up with some bump story for you, make you happy or something. I don't know. But a real normal attorney would just laugh and hang up the phone. They'd be like, honey, log off. It sounds like you need a vacation. Log off is what they would tell you. So.
Well, isn't that what that police officer said in the fast food parking
lot? He did. And she's trying to point, and I'll never, because I still have screenshots of this day, by the way. She's trying to say that people were saying that there's something about killing her dogs. No, no, no. It was a troll that came in and was saying, if anybody was going to kill their dogs, it would be you. That's what was being said. Nobody came in that day and threatened her in any way. It was the trolls coming in, putting thoughts in her head as to evidently what was being said. Because I went back, and this was, oh my gosh, probably a couple months ago. And I went back and looked for that conversation because somebody was wanting it. And I did. I found it. And there were trolls in there that day that were saying all kinds of crazy crap. And that's where she got that from. And plus, there's a video floating around, and it was her smacking her. You can hear her smack her dog, and you hear the whelp. You hear the dog cry.
Yeah.
So, she wants to go around and talk about everybody else's animals and what have you to win. I bet you money hers haven't been to the vet. They don't get their shots.
They don't get walks.
No, they barely get water. And we've heard her say to not give them water so she doesn't have to get up off her butt and take them out so they can go to the bathroom or play or do whatever. No wonder they're so glad to see him when they come home, because they get taken out, they get petted, they get attention. I mean, if anybody's heard her in some of her rants lately, she's going off on the dogs, yelling at the dogs, and you got the nerve to talk about anybody else's pets? Give me a break.
And they were chewing on the drywall in her other place.
I
remember her yelling at them, "Stop chewing on the wall!"
Yeah. I remember hearing about that. So, she wants to drag out, she thinks she's dragging out other people's skeletons. She's not.
Yeah.
They're just going to bring hers out.
Yeah. Is she telling you, Deborah, that you're 500 or 600 pounds? That's okay. I'm supposed to be the same.
Oh, well, I've used my real picture. I've used my real picture. Clearly, I'm not. So, and I've, I've been told that, for 60, hey, I'm not a horrid thing. So again, I think if anything, she's the one that's jealous. We're retired. We're at a point in our life. And do they just, Kathy, they must think that we just blinked and all of a sudden we're here. Yeah. We worked our asses off for how many years now? Lots to get where we are.
For sure.
And by the grace of God, we made it. We I always hear if you make it through your 60s health-wise, you might be okay. So we'll see.
I will tell you what I did today in the backyard. I, in my infinite grace, tripped over the hose and did a splat. So I rolled over onto my back and I assessed my ankle, my knee, and my klutziness. Everything's fine.
I know, except our pride.
I got up and I kind of looked around to see if anybody witnessed my embarrassment.
Yep. Did anybody see that? Oh shit! I meant to do that. I meant to do that. I meant to do that.
I had to touch the grass.
Oh no, that's a girl. Hey,
my watering and
I tell Nickname every morning, girl, I am just happy that I got up, put my panties on, and didn't fall on my face. So hey, life is good, okay? So, but you know what? We worked to get here. If they worked a quarter as hard as real life to get somewhere, then they would. And they wouldn't be this bored. They wouldn't be this mouthy and yip. It's like, girl, I go out often. I have to anyways, but I go out, I see places, I see people, I go places, I do things. And, if they're so salty that they can't do that, that's on them. The only person they can blame is they need to look in the mirror. That's who you blame. And you're going to look in the mirror and that's the only person that can fix it for you. So that's what they need to do. Don't get so bitter and nasty just because, all this comes down to is she got busted. She got busted lying. She can't take it that she got busted. And she wants to make now everybody like the evil people and what have you. It's like, girlfriend, it's old. Stop. If not, we're gonna still keep laughing at you. So I mean, stop. You're looking so foolish. It's just ridiculous.
That is so true. So true. And
Well,
Dan,
yeah,
stop
exactly,
laughing.
Belle. I mean, she's Deborah said, "I bet you've never had a brand new car." I bet she hasn't either. She bragged that one time. Oh, was it a Cadillac that he was probably. I don't know what kind of job he has. I'm not even going to try to guess at what kind of job, but it was, where they could probably have access to different vehicles. And I remember she was driving around that beautiful car and said she hadn't taken a bath in like 5 days. I was like,
Oh
oh my
God, yeah.
God, they're going to have to detail that car. I'm like, oh God, it's like, damn, I bet they don't know that. It's like, ooh,
Oh,
you
I
know,
know.
and,
Not good.
but,
Not good.
well, yeah. But, I bet that, no, I bet she hasn't had that. And, I love that, not too long ago, you hear her screeching out, Carlos, get me a Coke. And it's like, oh, but then, she makes this big phone call, to the doctor's office. I may have accidentally had some sips of Coke Zero after I had a fake weight loss surgery. And, it's like, dear God, woman, what? It's the ease that she lies. I just am fascinated by it. I am truly fascinated, you guys.
No, yeah. No, I like how now she mutes the mic when she
To
has a
eat?
bite of food or a
Yeah.
sip of a
Yes.
sugary drink.
Yep. Oh no. Wait, I think every people have noticed that too. That's been coming up. Yeah. I was like, wait, why? Well, I tuned in one time. I'm like, let me see what's going on. And it was like silence. And I'm like, do we have to be here for this? Are we playing Sims and she's playing Sims, or she's watching TV and she's just kind of got a lot us along for the ride? If I'd known, I would have brought popcorn and drinks, to listen to the movie. At least you could turn it up where we can hear it. But no, I mean, it's just nothing. So I'm like, well, do I have to be here for this? I guess not. And I leave. It's like, okay, see ya. And then I wander off and do other shit and forget about it. So it's just like a way to get views. But okay, that was boring. So I guess
Okay,
that's the
are
new
you?
thing. You just play music and let your stream go.
Yeah. Did she actually do that on Facebook? Ah. Oh,
Oh, I've seen
God.
that. I saw that. I was just like, oh, wow. Good job. Yeah. And then I looked at the picture. I was like, oh, see, this is some gold. If you got to go back and look at some of this stuff. I'm sorry. I love them.
I
I do.
remember
I
that
love
name
them.
now. Yeah, she I have to say apologize to on purpose because I said this black thing was just a recent thing, but maybe not. I just noticed that name. Oh boy.
Oh no. Am I a white supremacist again? She called me a white supremacist not too long ago because of where I live. I'm like,
Oh, your neighborhood.
looking
And the
around.
fact that your adopted brother ran away because you guys were what? Treating him like a slave? What was that?
I tried, but he always beat the shit out of me. So no, I couldn't get away with that. But well, it's funny too. She called me a white supremacist not too long ago because of where I lived. And I was like looking around, you don't know where I live. So how could you possibly connect me to being some sort of white supremacist? So I just was muddled by, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe she'll elaborate on that. I don't know. So apparently she's still calling me a
Yeah, wait.
white
We're all
supremacist
racist over
is,
here. Yeah.
and who knows. But
Mm.
yeah, I love that she didn't have a police record. All those photos that everybody released on her, that wasn't the same incident. Those were different incidents, and there's like what, 6 or 7 of them. So it wasn't just the one incident. There's all different ones,
And she
different
has no
years, different
online presence
incidents.
before 2017. I'm sorry, you're what does that mean? She's using that as an excuse for something, and I have no idea what she's talking about because all her criminal activities and records are prior to 2017. So, am I
Well,
misunderstanding her?
no, but I think her point in that is, well, look, everything I did was a long time ago. I haven't done anything since then. No, no, I don't believe that. So
Not for a
sorry.
second. Yeah.
And well, and true, because that's been the longest time. My name isn't this, and it's just like, girlfriend, stop. It is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, she even tried to, when like I said, I've been peeking back at Kiwi Farms. Back in January of 21, she was trying to tell everybody, well, I don't even live in Texas anymore. I live somewhere else. And I was just like, weird. Okay. Supposedly you're down there with another creator that knows you and a couple other creators that live there. Okay. My bad. But then, and then she's trying the very same post. This is on Kiwi Farm. She's like, and I don't live there anymore, so I don't know why you people think I do. And it's like, okay, because you just said you did not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why.
And maybe the very fact that you keep bringing it up just makes it more obvious. You're trying to deflect.
Right. And then
Shut up about it.
his name isn't really his name. That's a nickname that you give to Hispanic guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, this is getting better and better. So I think that's where I left off. So I've got several pages left to go because I only get over there every now and then. But it's just been so comical to catch some of this stuff. Thank goodness hand plant stuff. Some of his stuff is still over there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the fires over there. There's several. So that's
yeah.
good.
I think there's even a couple of people giving her shit because she keeps reporting everybody over there. And I think Nell told her to fuck off once. Leave me alone. I'm paraphrasing the whole situation, but I have to go back and find it or something. It was just pretty funny.
And I love that she's grasping at all kinds of stuff. As I was cooking, it was one, and again, it all was running together for me. And I don't know if which live it was. It was like one of the umpteen millionth lives when she gets in this phase that she's got to do 500 lives a day, and so they all kind of run together. But I was listening at one point, and she goes, and she's trying to rub in, that she still has plenty of friends. Ha ha ha! I still talk to Peanut behind the scenes. Ha ha ha! I talk to Gigi behind the scenes. So you people don't know anything. And it's just like nanny boo boo. It's like, girl, who cares?
And yeah, that's her thing, her dog whistle, to think that me at least would go running back and asking. Well, no, they're grown-ups. They can handle you by themselves. It's not my business. I don't care. Why would you think I'd care if you were talking to them in DM or whatever?
Well, that was the whole thing with this hospital thing too. She's like, well, you people could have just so easily found out. You could have just called the hospital. Girl, why would I get? No, I don't. She says, I put it all out there so you would know, and I dropped all these hints. Girl, to me, it sounds like you're salty because we didn't try to call.
Yeah, and why would exactly
over surgery? I mean, why am I going to bother? I wouldn't even have remembered where she told me because that wasn't important enough for me to remember. I could care less where you have
never have given any information on any patient. I don't care what country you live in, because she was telling Krista, I think it was, off saying, you're Canadian, you don't know you have HIPAA laws.
Well, exactly. And, it's difficult. I had to talk to, my husband was doing something, so I had to speak to a nurse, and they're like, who am I talking with? I'm like, yes, this is Mrs. Waxlover, and I have to, you give all this information. They have to make sure I'm on file, that I signed all the HIPAA shit, and he signed that I could talk about it, you know. So, I mean, you have to jump through all these hoops just for my husband. So if some stranger were to call, they'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, they're here. They're fine. You know, they're not going to answer any kind of questions. So, no.
Yeah.
And, right. Her name is not, even though, you know, she's accidentally shown, she's like shoots herself in her own foot. She showed that like the hospital band when she was actually using up real hospital time. Um, you showed your wrist, sweetie, and that it said your name. You
Yeah.
slipped when the judge, you were talking about what the judge had addressed you as, and he went, you know, Miss So and so. Well, he said your name quite clearly,
Uh-huh.
so we're all going,
And
wait a
you
minute, I didn't
answered
think
to
that
it.
was your name.
That's a
Huh.
legal proceeding. Doesn't matter if it was online. It was still a legal
Exactly.
proceeding, and you can't give alternate names.
No.
So
They
sit
don't
down
take
again.
kindly to that in court.
No.
If that was
Well,
true, I'll be Bonnie, you be Clyde. Oh my
hey,
goodness.
how about Thelma and Louise?
That's even better. Sorry.
We'll find a cliff.
I've got the car.
Okay. Oh yeah, you do too. Uh,
Oh no.
God. Anyway, it looks like she's headed for an aneurysm. We should stop and maybe call this a
Okay.
night.
But you know what? Hey, this will keep her hopefully busy for a while. She'll leave
Oh
everybody else
yeah,
alone
yeah.
for a
Like
little
I said,
while.
it's all
So
about the
we
charity work.
That's right. We gave her some content for a few days now. Then it'll be somebody else's turn to spin the wacko wheel and see who she gets after that. So
You bet.
so don't worry, we're all in it together. So it's like my little thing says, well duh. So
There it is. Okay, guys, thanks for showing up.
yes,
We'll let
thanks
you
everybody.
go. She's got to calm down now. You know, she's got the high blood pressure. So
Exactly. Exactly. Don't
appreciate
want to
you
bust
all.
any internal stuff there.
Okay, my darlings. We'll see you later.
Take care,
Bye.
everybody.